up in a small town outside of Omaha, Nebraska, where nothing ever really happened. It was the kind of place where everyone knew each other, and people rarely locked their doors at night. I used to sleep with my window open, especially in the summer, to let the cool air in. That changed when I was 16. One night, I woke up feeling off. Not scared, not startled, just suddenly awake, like my body knew something was wrong before my mind did. My room was dim, lit only by the street lamp outside, and as I turned over in bed, my eyes drifted toward the window. That's when I saw him, a man, standing just outside, his face barely visible through the screen. He wasn't moving, wasn't trying to get in, just standing there, watching. For a second, I thought I was dreaming. I even blinked a few times, hoping he would disappear, but he didn't. He was real. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't. My voice was stuck in my throat. All I could do was stare, hoping, praying he would turn around and leave. But he didn't move, not for a long time. Then, slowly, he reached up and pressed a single finger against his lips. A silent shh. I'm freaking out. This is not okay. I'm scrambling out of bed, open my door, running straight to my parents' room. But because my parents' room was 3 doors away, it felt like I was trying to get there forever. My legs felt heavy, like I was moving through water. The hallway was pitch dark, but I didn't stop to turn on the light. I just ran. My breath was loud in my ears, but all I could think about was putting as much distance between myself and that window as possible. I nearly tripped over the hallway rug when I reached their door. My hands were shaking so badly that it took me 2 tries to twist the doorknob, and when I finally pushed my way inside, I slammed the door shut and locked it behind me. Dad! Dad, wake up! My voice came out shaky, almost a whisper at first, but when I saw my mom stir, I shouted louder, Dad, please, there's a man at my window! My dad bolted upright immediately, his breathing heavy from being startled awake. He blinked at me, confused, before swinging his legs over the bed. What? What do you mean? There was a man. He was just standing there looking at me. He he put his finger to his lips like he was telling me to be quiet. I was barely making sense, talking too fast, my hands gesturing wildly. That was all my dad needed to hear. He grabbed the baseball bat he kept by the nightstand, shoved his feet into his slippers, and stormed out of the room. My mom pulled me onto the bed beside her, holding onto my arm, probably to keep me from following him. I could hear my dad moving fast, his footsteps heavy as he ran down the stairs. A second later, the front door yanked open, and I heard him shouting outside. My mom and I stayed frozen, listening. My heart pounded so loudly I could barely hear anything else. After a minute, my dad came back in, locking the door behind him. Nothing, he muttered, running a hand over his face. Whoever it was, they're gone now. We called the police. They came, but they never found anyone. No footprints, no signs of forced entry. Nothing. I never slept with my window open again. And to this day, I still wonder how long had he been standing there before I woke up? Was it a ghost? Or if it was a man, did I narrowly avoid being abducted? That's my story. And I'm telling you, when you go through something like that, you never really forget it, no matter how much you try.